Alright, so I'm going to be going over a few of the things that I've added since the last video update. Uh, First of all, you'll notice the emoticons above these guys. It just gives away what their current needs are. So if we go into each individual creature, you can tell that they all have individual stats. You can see that this guy is approximately halfway to being tired. This guy is a little lower, and this guy seems to be the least tired. And they all have their own separate stats. Another thing that I was able to add since the last update is data persistence, uh, and also which also ties into each creature having their own distinct texture. So I'll go over in here to this guy, and I'll paint him real quick. We can reset him back to the original paint job. Or his original texture. Let's see, I think I'm just going to do a quick little yellow just to show difference here, what's going on. So we got a yellow and blue fish. There we go. You can see his texture has been updated and he's cruising around. Another thing that I've added since we last since the last video update, I added hide and seek to function as intended. So you click that guy, they all go and they hide. This guy's not very well hidden. None of them really are, thanks to the camera. So there, yeah. So as you saw, they all went and hid. I found them all, and after they're all found, they go back to roaming. The next feature I wanted to show off is the fetch feature. We have multiple creatures going for the coins. They'll each get their coin. Once they're done retrieving their coin, they will go back to roaming phase, and they will no longer want to play. So if after this one drops the last one off, this guy, yep, see all their playing, their need to play dropped all the way to 0, which means it reset, and now they don't need to play. Their boredom is all the way to 0. And you'll see it'll slowly creep back up until they want to play again. But I'm going to go ahead and play a game right now anyways. Another game that I was able to implement since last update is freeze tag. So you can see I press the pause button here, just indicating, oh, when the creature's frozen, they have to pause. It's just quick little temporary addition. And I just realized that one of my creatures went off the map, so I'm going to hurry up and I'm going to build and I'm going to play again. So it looks like I found a bug, which is, as you saw, we switched to freeze tag and one of the creatures went up and just decided to keep going. And I'm not sure, I wasn't going to try and track that down right now, so I'll just rebuild, run it again, and we'll demonstrate freeze tag. And I don't think the creature is going to swim off in this space. So let's go ahead and bring this guy back up. Okay, we'll play some freeze tag. And once that's done, you can see that they all start speeding up a little bit. The idea here is that they want to go fast enough to where it's harder to click on them. And let's see what happens when we do. So I'm going to click on this guy, and you can see that, oh, one's frozen, so the teammates or their buddies are going to go and try and unfreeze them, in which they, they successfully did. They do understand the distance between each other. So if they're going to go for the closest frozen creature. So just to demonstrate that, I'm going to let these two separate, or else they're just going to immediately unfreeze each other after I freeze them. So I'm going to let them roam around just to demonstrate exactly what I'm talking about with distance here. I'm going to freeze this guy. They're both going for that guy. But if I click this guy, he noticed, oh, he's closer. He's going to go get him. And now they're both going to go and try and unfreeze this guy together, and bam. So in order to win, though, this game, you have to freeze them all at once. This is going to become more complicated as more creatures are added. So, for example, this is the free version of the game, which means there's only going to be 3 unique creatures. So I'm going to go ahead and freeze, freeze, and freeze. And there you go. You can see that they all are going back to roaming phase now. Yeah, so feeling pretty good so far about that. The next feature I'm going to show you is that we can go into the minigame select and come back. Now this next screen is going to be a little buggy just because I haven't had the time to really work on it a whole lot. I'm kind of just putting things together as they come. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to play this game, which is just matching the colors. You do that 3 times. Ah, I'll let him reset so that I can grab him. Okay, there we go. And we can play our bubble pop game. So after this is complete, we will go back into the aquarium. Ta-da! There, and so that's the game loop so far. So I've added quite a few things. One thing that I added that I haven't discussed yet, though, is the smooth transition between cameras, between creatures. Right. This is also a new feature,